Hey Westside Family, welcome to our weekly devotion, a series where we have different members of our church share their heart with you. We hope you're encouraged and are able to incorporate these into your personal time with Jesus. This week we have Clark Skinner. He's been coming with his family for a few years now to Westside, and we've loved having him be a part of the Westside family. I know you're going to be challenged but also encouraged by what he has to say today. This week we won't be having any questions, but we will have a short time at the end of the devotional for you to reflect on what God spoke to you. So without further ado, let's listen in.
This past Sunday, as Pastor Jonathan was praying with the young couples, just something grabbed my heart and told me I need to say this. And I spoke with Jonathan after the service, and he recommended that we do this little devotional. So I'm going to read in 1 Corinthians 13, and then we'll talk about it. If I speak in tongues of men and of angels, but have not love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have a gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have a faith that can move mountains, but have not love, I am nothing. If I give all I possess to the poor and surrender my body to the flames, but have not love, I gain nothing. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast. It is not proud, it is not rude, it is not self-seeking, it is not easy angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails, but where there are prophecy, they will cease. Where there are tongues, they will be stilled. Where there is knowledge, it will pass away. For we know in part, and we prophesy in part, but when perfection comes, the imperfect disappear. When I was a child, I talked like a child. I thought like a child. I reasoned like a child. When I became a man, I put childish ways behind me. Now we see but a poor reflection as in a mirror. Then we shall see face to face. Now I know in part, then I shall know fully, even as I am fully known. And now these three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. And what really got me is more so from a personal experience. And apart from Christ, we know no love. In my own personal experience, my wife and I, we started dating young, and we married young. And I loved her from the time that I met her. But I was never truly in love with my wife until I have experienced the love of Christ. And what I want to get across is how we can experience the love of Christ. And this right here will teach us how to experience the love of Christ. We get in the Word and we develop a relationship with Christ. And that love just pours upon us so greatly. I mean, we can't even fathom what the Lord is doing, but it's just remarkable. I mean, we as Christians and believers, We have experienced love. But one day, let me find my page again. This is what got me in this scripture was, now I know in part, then I shall know fully. When we have that relationship with Christ and we're in His Word and we're in prayer, as Jonathan was talking to the young couples, praying together and being in Scripture together and studying together, that's going to draw you so much closer to each other. But how much greater can you be closer together when you're in the Word and you're in prayer and you're constantly studying and learning what love. Christ is the inventor of love, and without Christ we have no love. And how can we know love if we don't know love? So it's kind of a challenge. I just challenge you. You want to have a deeper relationship with your spouse or your friends or your family. Seek a deeper relationship with your Father, Christ.
Thanks for joining us for this week's devotional. These can be found at our Facebook at facebook.com/Westside Family Fellowship, our Instagram at Westside_Wasco, or our YouTube at Westside Family Fellowship. We'll see you next week.